Hi guys, this is Namcraft and welcome to the Sister Starcraft English commentary. We're back with PSL, a league that nobody cares about. This is gonna be round 3 semifinals number 2, best of 5. When we say best of 5, it means the player who gets the 3 wins win, right? That's what it is. So we're gonna be having Barracks versus Shop. These two guys hopefully will be a little bit better, a little bit more balanced than the previous pair between Scand and Royal. The map is gonna be Radeon. Very much balanced map. Of course, nobody cares for balance in TvT, but I just put it out anyways for you guys. Here is what Radeon looks like. And this week, here are the Elo scores of the player. So there they are, the top 10 broodwar players and the 4 players playing today in the semifinals. Sharp 1298, Barracks 1320. So Barracks is considerably ahead. I guess Sharp is in the top 20 with his current Edo scores. I actually don't know what that score corresponds to, the exact position. But that's what. And let's take a look at the win rates. So Barracks versus Terran players in the last 30 days is only 36%, even though he won against Rush. I think he won a 2-0 victory against Rush, right, in the ASL, in his group, in the winner set. Whereas Sharp is 42% win rate out of 12 games. How does that work? If you play 12 games, how can you get a 42% win rate? Does that mean you win 4 games? If you win 4 games, that's 33%. If you win 5 games, that's how, because if you win 6 games, it's 50, so it means you win 5 games, right? Let me just calculate that, because 33% means you win 4 games, so each game is 11%, so 33 plus 11 should be 44. Weird. I don't know how the math works out. Of course, this is not a video about mathematics. This is a video about strategy. And lessons for life, because that's what you get when you watch Namcraft. You get more than just Starcraft. You get evolution, you get AI, you get random stuff that nobody cares about. So recently there's been a lot of talks about the war between Israel and Lebanon and the Gaza Strip, right? Palestine, if you call it a country. And there's a lot of kind of varied opinion, because now the Western world is thinking, you know what, Israel, you're overstepping the boundaries, dude. Netanyahu, whatever his name is, you need to kind of chill the heck down. I don't know, take some pills or something, because you are completely, on fire, which is not really needed at this point in terms of maintaining regional stability and peace. So everyone's like, chill the hell out, and he's like, no, we will not stop until we reach our goals. That's what we have. And then just yesterday, I think President Zelensky from the Ukraine came to the US. I mean, he was there for a conference or something, and was meeting with ex-President Trump, and the two were discussing stuff. And you guys know that Trump is Putin's best buddy. Basically, I mean, they were so close. They actually drink wine and enjoy girls together. But the fact that Zelensky is so desperate to go out there and get Trump's attention means that he really, well, first of all, he really suspects that Trump could be the potential winner in the upcoming American presidential elections. Because why would the heck would he go and court after like the second player, the guy who would not be the president? So he's hoping that Trump would be the president, and he's hoping to gain some favor with Trump. But of course, Trump is best buddy with Putin. And actually, a few days ago, Putin just made an announcement on Kremlin television saying that. What did he say? He says, that Russia is willing to use nuclear. Well, he basically changes the country's nuclear doctrine. The nuclear doctrine is basically a piece of paper that you need to read before you press the launch button on your nukes. It's got a bunch of checklists, and did your enemy send a nuke against you? Yes, okay, send your nuke. If your enemy has not, had he get his nukes in position that could strike and cause devastating damages to your population? Yes, okay, press yes. Those kind of, yes, no, maybe so, instruction on a piece of paper. So he basically changes that paper and makes it a little bit more lenient for Russia to be able to use nuclear weapons. So what's the war going into? I don't know, because will Starcraft still be there? If World War III breaks out, there's gonna be no internet, I think. I think there's going to be no internet. All of these Korean pro gamers we drafted the second round because Korea will be in deep trouble. The North Korean army would take this opportunity to attack the Southern army, because even though the North Korean army is basically just sticks and stones, there are still a lot of them. The Southern Korean army is basically just pro gamers, computer addicts. But you need to actually wield. If farmers were to attack against computer addicts wielding AK-47 or whatever is the American version of that gun, who do you think would win, right? Because on one side you have the guy who's got the guns, the military, the technologies, the equipment, the vehicles, and on the other side you have the sheer will that is shaped by just hundreds and hundreds of years of famine and not having anything to eat, and the unquestionable love for that one fat dude. Anyways, nice vulture attack happening here. We're gonna be having Sharp versus Barracks. Vulture from Barracks is doing some damage on Sharp, but Sharp still got tank remaining. These vultures from Barracks get pushed back. Sharp gains that early attack. We're going to be having even supply between these two players. So what's happening exactly on screen? Because I've not been paying attention. I've been staring into this big void of my screen. We have not actually questioned what is the meaning of that void. But anyways, Sharp's going to come back out with 2 tanks now. And like I say to you in some of my previous casts, in these kind of TvT situations, it is basically a temptation to stay on vultures forever, because it's so easy, so cheap, and you don't want to die, if you don't have enough vultures. But if you can take a small moment to breathe and to build 1 or 2 tanks, and you can survive the onslaught, the drought, you can survive the storm, then you're going to be able to come back strong. It looks like both players going to transition back into tanks now. And it's going to be Sharp who takes a slight kind of initiative. He wants to set up a perimeter to actually prepare for his potential 3rd base. Number of factory for both of the players are kind of similar. Both players are juggling for position. Looks like Barracks is very itchy right now. He says, you know what, I need to scratch. I need to go out there and destroy things. I need to break stuff. But where Sharp's just gonna hang out, and we'll be having vultures laying mines in the front door. This is Radeon. You only have basically two ways to get into your base. This is the big way, and there's a small way. Looks like Barracks gonna try to go towards the small way with his group of vultures. And Sharp has already laid some mines, so he's gonna have a nice vision advantage, just ever so slightly. Yeah, with the way it goes, Barracks is trying to kind of contain his enemy and make it like a 70-30 split. The tanks are in siege position. It's going to be Sharp who gets pushed back. 3 tanks from Barracks, very, very strong. Sharp is just having 2 tanks. He's going to try to fight in retreat here. He was able to kill some of his enemies' vultures, and now the vultures gonna try to lay some mines. Maybe it looks like in the last minute, maybe Barracks have enough to hold, or maybe the siege mode is not yet done, I think, for Sharp, because he's retreating very, very desperately. He's gonna be having tank sieging, and there goes the hope by Sharp to establish a 3rd base. He's gonna get stuck in his mains now. We're gonna be having a single Marine just walking blindly. Tanks on the high ground will be to siege here. We're going to be having a small tank by time. SCV needs to come out and take the damage. 1 tank will fall very fast, but we're going to be having SCV surrounding and killing some of the tank. The tank need to unsiege now from Barracks. He doesn't need to siege them anymore. It's going to be an exploding mines on all of the SCVs. Everything exploded, and who loses and who wins in that encounter, God knows. Sharp 61 supply, Barracks ahead by about 10 supply, but the hold in the front is no longer there. 3 tanks gonna move out, but looks like at the last minute, maybe Barracks has enough to hold. This tank is so damaged it dies instantly. There's another tank on the back, but it's gonna be mine exploding left and right. That's gonna be a crazy mine explosion. No, it survives. We still have 5 tanks. Okay, we're gonna be having a single vulture on the high ground. This is a nice move, and these mines will actually explode. It looks like the vultures are not there. Looks like he kills the mine at the last minute. He's very, very lucky. These vultures from Sharp are, from Barracks gonna try to do and kill some SCVs. The game will continue to go on. Where is the 3rd base for either of these players? We don't see it, but Sharp is barely breathing. He's barely showing vital signs, guys. But he will be able to come back after being resuscitated by himself, I guess, because in Starcraft you play by yourself. You don't have help. But anyway, Sharp breaks out now. He says, you know what, I think you bleed a lot of forces, so I don't think you have much at home. I'm gonna just take the advantage to go out there, take advantage of this situation. But it looks like we're gonna be having a DMZ zone set up in the middle of the map here. Sharp is pushing nicely. You need to expand because Barracks had already expanded to the 6 o'clock position. These tanks from Sharp are looking nicely positioned. He's kind of secured himself 4 bases, right? Because 230 is clearly under his control. The 12 o'clock position looks like it could be under his control with the way that he's splitting up the map, which is very, very nice. Barracks has decided to take the easy way out. He's decided to take a base that is so far from all of the actions. And this base, of course, is nice, but if the game goes on much longer, he will be forced to take a base closer towards his enemy. And that is gonna be something that will be a little bit more difficult. But anyways, a single vulture run by was able to stop that SE from building the command center, which for a while here. Sharp patrols towards the left side of the map. He wants to kind of go around. Do we have enough mines from Barracks on the left side of the map? We don't. We're going to have a small engagement. The vultures alone will not be able to cut it. And Sharp is running back to his mama. Barracks is not Sharp. Sharp is the mom. Sharp is the big boss here. He's going to push forward with more tanks. And very nice for Sharp to kind of break out and establish his own perimeter. So these players are going to split the map half-half, it seems. Vulture need to go a little bit forward to take the tank shot. That tank will die, so very nice for Sharp to hold this and push his enemy back. I really like the way that the map is shaping up. If you look at the red and blue on the minimap, right? It's like, I don't know what it looks like. You know, I thought, oh my god, mine's gonna get hit with reinforcement vultures from the back. There's some good shots, and these players are just exchanging blows here. I think now it's gonna be the moment for our friend Sharp to kind of establish a fourth base, because he's controlled very nicely the map now. Let me just drink a glass of water. I'll be right back.
알고 있어요. 두기 정도에서 멈추면은 이제 매너 골리앗인데 저 4개까지 찍었다는 거는 확실한 거예요. 그래서 밀고 내리기 시작하고 있는 조기석 선수입니다. 이제 공격 패턴이 좀 바뀌었습니다. 한 명에 몰아붙이다가 조기석이 몰아붙이고 있어요.
Alright, what's happening in that 30 seconds? I was away, some small battles, but looks like it was inconclusive, and Sharp still holds the majority of, of the positions here. He split the map kind of 60-40-ish. Of course, this map, in the way that it splits like this, is very likely the players would drag the game on, because there's no base that is, kind of in the middle line, right? Because the middle line, if you look from left to right, the middle line cuts through 0 bases. It's exactly in the center, so, the base is very close to it, like the 2 o'clock and the 4 position will be clearly in somebody's control. If the 2 players were spawning left and right, the game would be a little bit longer, because the 12 o'clock base and the 6 o'clock base would be, in the middle. But with the way it looks, this game could drag on for the long time, because very even supply, and neither players are actually able to actually establish a decisive advantage. It looks like Barracks is going to try to amass a lot of hidden raids and try to go for some kind of surprise attacks. But yeah, for the time being, 3 bases for both of the players. We're at the 13-minute mark on the map. 13-minute mark of the game, not of the map. Some vulture run by here, just being very annoying. Goliaths will take them out, so this is not a big deal. Anything else worth noting on this map? Maybe we just need to take a look at the upgrades. Okay, we're going to be having around 5 raids here, and cloak technology being researched for Barracks. Got double starport. Alright, Sharp is going to try to push forward to the central area. This position is kind of weak out by Barracks. He's got only 3 tanks holding it. This is the only position before the 6 o'clock base is breached. And where's the rest of the forces? The rest of the forces are coming very far away. And these vultures, the tanks will be the shell. But looks like on the left side, Sharp comes forward. He's going to try to go and hang on. There's some mines though. Barracks needs to kind of move his raids over now to actually help with the battle. He will need to actually move the raids out now, because there's no way he'll be able to hold it with just tanks. He comes up with the raids, and he's gonna try to go for cloak. He cloaks at the right minute. Where's the scanner? He finally scanned Sharp, and he's able to take out some raids. Maybe 1 raid. Okay, looks like reinforcement from the back. Wow, the game just completely turned in favor of Sharp. I thought the game was very much balanced, but bad positioning in the middle of the game really costed Barracks the game here. He was forced to pull so many STVs in. G, goddamn freaking G. Very surprising result. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next set. Bye bye.